The NBA MVP. It's a whole drama. Who really deserves the title of most valuable? Wins, stats, or compelling stories? Why does James Harden so often stay in the shadows while Russell Westbrook is the king of the show? And what do basketball and the Oscars have in common? Let's dig in. The MVP award is that shiny trophy that's supposed to mean, you're the best this season. But in reality, it's more like, you're the favorite of the voters in suits. In a perfect world, the MVP would be the most valuable, useful, the real hero of the team. But in the NBA, it's a bit more entertaining. Beautiful stories, fan tears, and even plain exhaustion from seeing the same face every year come into play. One season, stats win, another, Oscar-level drama. And sometimes it's just, well, he's been around for a while, time to give him a medal. So MVP is like an Oscar for Best Actor. Kind of deserved, kind of not. If you dig deeper, you might not even understand why they got it, but it sounds great. MVP. Isn't that the essence of the basketball show? Russell Westbrook and his great MVP season of 2016-2017. A real basketball soap opera. The star was left alone. His friend, Kevin Durant, by the way, ran off to the enemy, and Russell was left with the ball. And no one else. And it went on. Triple doubles, 30-plus points per game, holding the ball 41% of the time. He literally was Oklahoma City Thunder. But here's the catch. Efficiency? What even is that? He shot through everyone, sometimes made it, but the team won only 47 games. Team success? Nope, never heard of it. Yes, he made history, but he looked more like basketball's Joker than Batman. Everyone suffered, but watched with interest. Meanwhile, James Harden quietly racked up points, won more games, and got no trophy. So they gave the award for the show, not the game. Though, admit it, Russell's season was truly a dramatic masterpiece. James Harden that season looked like the guy who forgot his birthday present, even though he organized the party, bought the cake, and even blew up the balloons himself. While Russell Westbrook handed out triple-doubles and gathered hype, Harden just did his job. Calmly, confidently, efficiently. He scored points, distributed assists, won games, and led Houston like a serious grown-up. No tantrums, no holding the ball 41% of the time. He had a team, a system, and unlike Russell, he didn't put on a basketball solo show every night. But alas, voters decided that a pretty storyline is more important than plain efficiency. And James had to stay on the sidelines again, the eternal, almost MVP. Like the guy who did the whole project but the loud classmate got the A, and here's Steve Nash, the favorite of all gym teachers and coaches, believing in the power of passing, sunny moods, and natural orange juice. In 2005 and 2006, he won MVP twice, which is like a barista suddenly becoming chef of the year. No doubt, Nash was the brain of Phoenix, worked magic with the ball, made his teammates score like crazy, and turned a dull team into a roller coaster ride. But 2 MVPs in a row. Seriously, in a league where Shaq was rampaging like a steroid-fueled locomotive, and Kobe was fury on 2 legs, and all that for passes and positivity? It's surprising he didn't get a 3rd for his smile and politeness. Yes, Nash was great, no argument, but his MVPs are like giving a Grammy to a harmonica player standing next to an orchestra. Warm, soulful, but a bit off. Allen Iverson, like street hero, crossover king, and the guy who could score against anyone, probably even the security guard at the arena exit. In 2001, he got MVP and the whole world shouted, "Wow, small, bold, and still the best." The story was amazing. One against all, no star teammates, carrying Philadelphia to the finals, scoring like crazy and looking like a rapper who ran off the music video straight onto the court. But if you dig a bit deeper, comes the basketball hangover. Shot efficiency like a drunk sniper, defense meh, team offense ranked 13th, and overall all that beauty was hanging by a thread. Meanwhile, Shaquille O'Neal, a monster from the Lakers who devoured rims, boards, and opponents for breakfast, stood in the corner, and somehow missed out on MVP. Apparently, being a prime giant is too boring. You can't sell that story. Karl Malone and his 1997 MVP, it's like being awarded Person of the Year, just because you stood in line a long time. Yes, he was good. 27 points, 10 rebounds, team on top, all respectable and noble. But next to him that season was a not-so-unknown guy named Michael Jordan, who was better in everything except maybe the number of hairs on his head. Apparently, voters suffered from a classic NBA syndrome. How many times can we give it to Jordan? Let someone else play. So they gave it to old Karl for long service. They handed him the cup like it was not an MVP, but a Lifetime Achievement Certificate. If Jordan was the Beatles, Malone that season was the local cover band. Not bad, but not quite the main prize. And now, the biggest MVP magic trick in history. 62, Bill Russell gets the coveted award. And the whole hall goes, "What?" Yes, he had 19 points, 23 rebounds, and lots of team wins. Solid professional stuff. But right there stood Wilt Chamberlain, a guy who seemed to play NBA like God in rookie mode, averaging 50 points and 25 rebounds per game. 50 points. On average. This isn't basketball, it's sci-fi. Then there was Oscar Robertson, who put up triple-doubles every night like it was a McDonald's order. But MVP went to Russell because the team won more. Well, logical. It doesn't matter that one guy does things unseen in 60 years, but the main thing is to play right. So Chamberlain cooked like NBA 2K, but the award went to the guy with the better supporting cast. Beautiful. Still think MVPs are given fairly? Ha! Welcome to the NBA backstage, where not only stats, but feelings rule. Voters, they're human too. Tired, in love, angry, making up pretty stories. One year stats win, another year the one versus all drama, next year someone who hasn't gotten it in a while. And it's about time. Sometimes MVP is like a For Life Struggles award, sometimes for a good press conference. And sometimes a player plays like a god for the 4th season straight, but they say, "Sorry, we're tired of you." Like Leonardo DiCaprio not getting an Oscar for brilliant roles, then finally getting one for running in the snow hugging a bear. That's MVP in the NBA, a mix of basketball, narrative, and a touch of madness. NBA MVP isn't just numbers and wins, but stories, emotions, and sometimes strange decisions. Who do you think really deserves the title of Most Valuable? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss more basketball revelations and hot topics.